in trying to cover all of Obama's lies, it is dizzying. And then you look at the Obama supporters and you feel sorry for them. I mean, you don't even dislike them. I mean, I remember with the George Bush supporters, it didn't matter how much he lied about WMDs, it didn't matter how much torture he pushed or how much corruption or how much gun control. The so-called conservatives were so signed on to his bandwagon that they didn't want to hear any of it. You know, I felt sorry for them as well, but to watch these Obama people, to know they're being deceived, to know they're being set up and taken for a ride is really upsetting. And everything he said has been a lie. Everything he has pushed has been a fraud. Everything. I mean, he lies more than Bill Clinton. He lies more than George W. Bush. He lies more than Tricky Dick Nixon. I mean, and he's been in office a month and a half? It seems like a million years. Everything else in life seems to speed by at, warp drive level, but everything with Obama, it's just crawling because I'm studying him and watching him, and I mean, this guy is a piece of work. And almost everybody in his administration is a criminal. Almost everybody in his administration doesn't pay taxes. They're a bunch of Chicago crime machine individuals, or they're Israeli public government operatives, or they're slumlords. I mean, this is scary, folks. But here's just one little clip we're putting in the Obama deception of clip after clip. My problem is I only want to make this film 90 minutes long because that's really tailored for a mass audience, for the attention spans out there. That's a little long. But already I'm debating, well, will it be 100 minutes? Because there's so many lies, I just want to put them all in there. And we're a month into this. Can you imagine this film's going to come out when he's been in office about a month and a half, 2 months, and I'll have to make an Obama deception 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There might be 50 volumes if he's in office 4 to 8 years. Now, this is from last year. Listen carefully.
I'll also institute an absolute gift ban so that no registered lobbyist can curry favor with members of my administration based on how much they can spend on a fancy dinner. I'll make our government open and transparent so that anyone can ensure that our business is the people's business. Justice Louis Brandeis once said, sunlight is the greatest disinfectant. And as president, I'm going to make it impossible for congressmen or lobbyists to slip pork barrel projects or corporate welfare into laws when no one's looking, because when I'm president, meetings where laws are written will be more open to the public. No more secrecy. That's a commitment I make to you as president.
Stop right there. Stop right there. I mean, there's so many lies. This guy can jam so many lies into so few words. It's just all lies. He has reaffirmed total Bush secrecy. That's in the headlines last week. He is telling England to not let the torture orders come out that Bush ordered, protecting Bush and saying they're going to continue that policy. He has done nothing but appoint registered top lobbyists. I mean, all the kingpins. Top lobbyist Wall Street, top lobbyist Goldman Sachs, top lobbyist Raytheon, defense contractors. And it won't just be, in the Bush administration, it was bad with lobbyists, but normally you'd have policy wonks and professors and academics in the mid-ranks. With Obama, it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 deep lobbyists. This is the lobbyist administration. I didn't realize this. I knew he was lying and appointing a bunch of lobbyists, but doing the research in the last few weeks for the film to be, precise and to look at the lobbyist list, there has never been an administration with anything near this. They are just looting everything. You thought the Republican senators, like Frist and people, stealing billions of dollars through their lobbying arms and through Medicare and Medicaid. They were convicted of that civilly and just paid a tiny fine. It's like, I stole, $50 billion, but I pay a $225 million fine. Oh boy, slap me on the hand there. And I'd talk about Frist and people, and they'd say, how dare you, you liberal scumbag, not liking our wonderful Republicans. And then now I'm like, Obama's appointing nothing but lobbyists. They're stealing everything. Shut up, right-wing, fascist, racist. You people love being slaves, don't you? You love being suckered. You love being bamboozled and conned. I don't know what to do anymore. They're all on the same team. Team rape and loot you. You see, if government isn't a guarantor of your liberties and your freedoms, and if it isn't tiny, and even when it's tiny, the founder said you've got to watch it every minute. It's so deadly dangerous. You've got to keep your eyes trained on it. You've got to bind it down with the Constitution and the rule of law. You've got to hold public officials to a higher standard. Instead, they prance around, I'm an official, I'm an authority, I mean, do you really want to be suckered by this? Barack Obama is their man. In fact, they put Bush in to play the part of the little goblin and to then bring it out of the mainstream media, the secret arrest, the torture, the lies, the corruption, to then give you the savior. And it's with this savior that they're making their full move into world government. I do want to encourage all of the listeners to remember that the Obama Deception is on sale now at theobamadeception.net or Infowars.com. I want to get these out as quickly as possible. That's why I've been racing and working till midnight, 1, 2 in the morning, every evening, 7 days a week. Seeing my family about 2 hours a day. And believe me, I love being with my family. But I have to do this, and I have to make the film be powerful. So I can't rush it out and then not have it be excellent. So we've been putting just extra work into it, and the film is almost done. I hope everybody will order The Obama Deception.